said New Mexico?
Yeah, New Mexico, Albuquerque. I fresh out the military, went back, started using my GI Bill, and I got offered an internship, like from a family friend. And the internship was with like a hospitality business. Ended up growing to the gaming business, but it was just an internship, supposed to be 3 months. But then the people I met, I was like, I want to move here full time. Took a job in the warehouse. Like, it just grew from there.
Yeah.
Just opportunity, honestly. Albuquerque, not a lot going on.
Yeah. Are you native?
No.
Okay.
No, just kind of a little bit of everything, though. Mom's like half Hispanic. My dad's got some Native American, but my real dad bounced, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this started, man. I was excited for this podcast, and I want to give a huge shout out to JB. If you don't know who JB is, he's an entrepreneur. You know, I see him very active in the city. You know, just opened up his pizza shop, East Side
Pizza House.
See, I got that little Alzheimer, but man, we were able to swing by yesterday and try the pizza out. Man, it was packed. I would tell you that, man. It was packed
in there.
And everybody was just anxious to get their hands.
We wanted to do like a little record inside, and people were just waiting. People outside waiting. It was to-go orders. It was inside.
It was pretty awesome, man. We got our hands in the special one, which is the JB one.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the Deuce.
Deep Deuce.
Deep Deuce. Yes. Is that the one that has the jalapenos and
the JB got the jalapeno?
Okay, so we messed it up. We thought we did it.
Video,
but the JB is the one that has the jalapeno and the sauce and stuff like that. Okay, so talk to us about the whole idea of the pizza shop and the black crust, because that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, man, you know, so I've been working on the restaurant probably like 4 years.
4 years.
So, and this is the third concept. The first concept was going to be, poke, like sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of my partners out of LA, he had a dope poke concept. Poke was big at the time, like. Everybody wanted the sushi burrito or something. You know what I mean? So those joints was big. So I was like, we're going to do that. And so right after I announced we were doing poke, then there was like 2 other poke shops that had just popped up, and like 2 more. And it was like, And then he ended up selling his joint in LA. And so it was like, let's do something else. So he had another concept, which was dope. It's a burger concept called Groundhouse Burgers. Mm-hmm. And so they make, just crazy burgers. But one of their burgers was the bun was like a rainbow bun. And then it had like sauce on it, and it was just dripping. And they had like Lucky Charms on the burger. Like it was different. Different, you know what I'm saying? Like when I went to LA, like I bought a burger I was gonna eat, and then I bought that burger just to take a picture of. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was doing that. It's
free marketing.
Yeah. So like that burger was just so big, and when we posted it, people was just going crazy for it, like excited about having it here. Then COVID hit, and money got funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody.
Yeah, and then after that, then. The people kind of was changing, the way they ate out. People didn't want to sit down and eat. It's delivery, pick up, carry out, all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, man, let's try pizza. And 2 of my partners, they already had done pizza before. And so they knew how to do it.
They knew the numbers.
Yeah, everything. So I was like, let's try pizza. Mm-hmm. And so, bam, we go with pizza. And so I remember all the excitement we had from the burgers, from the rainbow bun and the Lucky Charms and all that on the burger. And I was like, man, but we can't just do pizza. We got to do something with the pizza. You know what I mean? And so I just started to research, cool ways to make pizza. I traveled around and tried different pizzas, different, pizza concepts and stuff. And I found that black crust, and I was just like,
this catchy.
That was probably like 2 years ago. And so we ended up getting the ingredients and made one at the house just to see if it worked. You know what I mean? Dope. And after that, it was on. We knew that's what we was gonna do. So
nice. Yeah, it's definitely a eye catcher because it's just gonna get people talking. Other people will catch it and be like, "Oh, that's cool," or they'll be like, "Why are you eating burnt pizza?"
Yeah,
But
and
either way, they're asking the question.
They're asking exactly.
Yeah, and so that was also part of it. You know, I know that's why I like the fact that it was black because that's why I don't think y'all probably didn't get a black box. We ran out, but
okay,
we have black boxes that come in because we didn't realize it was going to just go crazy like that. So we ran out of a bunch of stuff the first week, and one of those things was the boxes. People was just coming in for the box, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways.
Like a black pizza box?
Yeah,
What?
so I was like, we doing all black everything. Black pizza, black box, you know what I'm saying? And so, but part of it was because, we're on the northeast side, black part of town, I'm like, man, this gotta be for us, and I like that. I like that people were looking like, what is that? Why y'all eating black? Because, for so long and still even today, that's how people treat black people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially when you think about, the first experiences black people had in this country. That was the
narrative.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you see us, and then once you realize, oh, like we the flavor, we cool, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's tight.
You know what I mean? So then,
tight.
the same thing with pizza. You see it, you on Instagram, like, oh, what's wrong? Why you eat? You know what I mean? But then you have it, you like, oh man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Same thing.
That's dope, man. And this is it's been open for how long now?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure it's been overwhelming for you.
Yeah,
it's like the love.
It's been wild. And we've definitely had some mess ups, some hiccups, and all of that. So we're most of our staff is young. You know what I mean? Like kids and stuff like that, high school. But yeah, we 2 weeks, and it's just been crazy. Everybody, even the mess ups, people have been like, giving us grace and like, we still gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? We take care of them, of course, but like I just feel the community embracing it and it being about the vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like people understand the vision, like, and the dream a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? They kind of know that it's, everything we doing is for the community. So
just the fact that you get people to feel comfortable even to say like this or this is what we had a bad experience with this. Most times people go to a restaurant, they have a bad experience, they just don't come back.
Yeah.
And then it sucks for the staff because you don't really know like, what did I do wrong? How can I fix it?
Yeah.
But when you've built a community that goes to your restaurant, tells you actually what you could do to fix it, that's tight.
Yeah, and I've had people, email me, send me DMs of, you know what I'm saying, stuff, and it's like, I don't want to post this, I just want you to know this what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I go in and correct it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been good, man. It's definitely been a blessing, and I'm still learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still figuring it out. So
yeah, that's what would you say would be like one of the challenges that have you faced so far with the, because this is the entrepreneur.
Challenge.
This is the entrepreneur side. I know you just opened up, so you probably,
one of the biggest challenges is probably, to be honest, man, like, and I hate to even, it's probably letting people go.
Staffing's been
you know
tough for
saying?
everybody.
Well, not,
And
I mean,
good.
keeping, I mean, like, not
Retaining help or?
having to tell somebody, man, we got to do something different. You know
because
what
it doesn't
I mean?
meet your expectation, or maybe they get lazy.
You know what I'm saying? Just certain things, situations, and so that's been the hardest part. And I feel like each person we've let go, like, I wanted to have that conversation myself and not have my GM do it.
That's huge.
But like, you know what I'm saying, have that moment myself and, but still maintain the relationship and then try to help them find something else. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's what we're supposed to do for each other. So yeah, you may not be a good fit for here, but you know what? I got a homie
right now.
Yeah, I got a homie over here who do this. You'll be perfect for them. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna set you up. You know what I'm saying? So just so far everybody that that we've had to let go for whatever reason. I've been really trying to make sure that they just not left out in the wind. We got something else set up for them somewhere else. So.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. So kind of take us back, and how did you get into the space of entrepreneurship? Or let's go even further back. Where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Oklahoma City.
Born and raised.
Born and raised, yeah.
From the city?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So and what got you into like the whole entrepreneur side, the whole activist and
So the entrepreneur stuff, I want to say that kind of started, I mean, like an actual business, I guess, because, music is different, but
It's a grind.
yeah,
It's entrepreneurship.
yeah, definitely.
because you said you also did music, so that was before the whole entrepreneur
yeah, I've been
thing.
doing music. Everything started with music
Yeah.
with me. Everything I do started with music.
Okay.
But in I want to say 2015, 14, 15, I became one of the ownership partners of the Tower Theater.
Okay.
And so that's kind of what got that ball rolling, was like having that piece of ownership, especially it being, a historical theater and being redeveloped, and just being a popping new spot. Like that's what really gave me the energy to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And, do more stuff. And
your network probably opened up even more at that point. People you're meeting, ideas you're getting.
Yeah, it got crazy.
Energy around you.
And so, and that was, a blessing in itself, but just, that's probably where I would say like that spirit of like, man, like not only do I want to own something, but I want to build something, and I want to make something dope for my community. You know what I'm saying? And something that we could also use to give back. So that's probably what it was.
That's what gave it that spark, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. And as far as music, like what got you started into that? And you have a catalog out there? Is it, what we looking at, bro?
That's wild. Let me see. Yeah, like everybody else, started rapping in high school. Going to the studio in high school with my friends, and I had homies who was already going way before that, you know what I'm saying? But, like everybody else went from talent shows to, to doing more. But yeah, just started putting music out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My last album came out 2020, June 2020. It was number 3 on iTunes music charts.
Man,
you know
if I had known, I would have tapped in to kind of check it out, because I'm like, I looked at your Instagram, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, JB, like, and I see a lot of like interviews, and like you've been to like
activist stuff.
Yeah, activist stuff. So like that's the vibe I get when I look at your Instagram. So yeah, had I known, I would have tapped in. So I'm gonna definitely check that out.
Yeah.
So you say you got music that has, you said top 3 on Apple Music?
It was number 3 on iTunes Music when it came out. And
oh shit.
Yeah. Number 3. Like the album before that was like number 15.
Yeah.
I had an album called Black Future in 2016, and that album made the number 15.
Yeah.
So
you got a couple of joints out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been putting out music for me. That's wild. That's why, that's the thing, which is cool, because, I definitely used to feel like, oh, I'm just the rapper. But now, like, I go out of my way to let it be known, like, I do more than rap. My life doesn't revolve around. I wish it did. That's all I could do is sit back and rap. But my life just doesn't revolve like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so, but usually rappers people go to first. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, usually. But
do you find time right now? Because I know you got a lot going on, but do you find time to go back?
I'm making time now. I'm actually going to New York on Thursday to record some stuff and start working on some more stuff. But yeah, so the time is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like before, and that's that came out in 2020. Right after that, like it was of course COVID, but heavy Julius Jones stuff. After that it was heavy restaurant stuff. And then also other cases, other things that have been going on in the city that, I've been trying to, be a part of or help, help with. So, the activism stuff, especially the last 2 years, just working really close with this Julius Jones stuff has really, been at the forefront of what I've been doing. And then of course getting the restaurant going. But yeah, music is still there. So
yeah.
It's funny how you just said earlier, you're like, that's crazy. Cause I think you were just trying to picture like, if we had this podcast 2-3 years ago, you would be asking me like these questions, but
Yeah.
you're seeing me. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
do you
wild.
like how that's evolved? Like, or do you
Yeah,
feel
that's what-
like you want to be back more just in the music? Because when you're pulled a lot of places, your creative side kind of stays a little dormant, and you start getting into the analytical side of how things work, operate.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. Because I feel like, man, like, I feel like I was already meant for. Because that's the thing. Like, I know people who, like, they want to be the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? I know people who I would consider the best rappers. All they do is rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I've never thought or considered myself I'm the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? So whenever somebody sees me for something else, then that's cool, because like rap is just part of something I do. Now growing up, like I don't think I was good at much, but I was good at rapping. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I started with. But as I started to grow and learn myself more, I started, finding out that the world was way bigger. You know what I'm saying? And I'ma always rap and be 100 years old rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that was the path? Like hip hop rap gave you that path to actually find your true voice?
That's what I'm saying. Like, everything I've done up until this point started with me being a rapper. Like whatever it is, restaurant. Well, that started because of that. That happened because I started doing the Tower Theater stuff. I got that from rap. You know what I'm saying? Emmy Award winner. The Emmy I got they noticed me from rap. You know what I'm saying? The commercial I did for that Emmy is because I rapped. You know what I'm saying? So everything had pretty much
relationships, network,
is all because of, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not downplaying it at all, but I just feel like, I understand like that, I like rapping and that's what I do. But I'm not that kid with a million raps, you know what I'm saying, no more. You know what I mean? I'm not the person who I'm at a rap show or a concert and I'm like, man, I need to get up on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you evolve.
Yeah. So, but I'm just, rapping is
at the end of the day, it's part of you.
It's part of me.
It doesn't matter what you do.
No matter what I do, I can't.
You're gonna go back to it.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
So, what would you say? Like, what would be like one of the artists, rappers that you looked up to when you're starting, your career as a rapper and getting into the music?
My favorites, of course, Pac.
Tupac. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like
25 years
how long
old.
was Tupac in the game?
Oh,
he was only
was
25 when he died.
Yeah.
Right, that's crazy.
So
like
97. He died in 97.
He died 96.
96.
Biggie died
96.
97.
90,
Okay.
Wait. 96 or 96?
That was
Pac died 96.
96, okay.
I remember where I was when Pac died.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I was still young.
So, how long did his music career last?
So his first album, I believe, was like 1990, 1991.
So about a 6-year.
Yeah.
And it's crazy the impact he made within those 6 years.
25?
Yeah, you're a legend.
crazy.
Like you're a legend. Like
Yeah.
I think.
And on the movie screen and in the studio.
Yes, to this day
so
though.
that's the thing, like Pac, like, you know what I'm saying? But you have to understand, like, for us, like, Pac was like, I try to always like try to explain it by trying to compare him to an artist right now.
Yeah.
Like what it would be like if, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
Yeah.
Somebody that has made an impact as big
Like
as
that,
Pac.
nah.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
And
either.
like culture wise, influential. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there are
that's-
some big
There's
stars.
like J. Cole and but
There's
they're
some-
not as. I don't feel like they're as like. He was just that boy was wild. He would
Yeah.
just say it as it is, tell it as
Yeah,
it is.
you know what I'm saying? He was different, you know what I mean? But we have amazing rappers, amazing actor rappers. We have pop stars, rappers who are pop stars, like mega stars, superstars.
Yeah.
But still, like me trying to, I still couldn't say, yeah, okay, you see how that person is? If they died today, it would have been like, there's nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. So
that.
Pac was one. Do you have
Okay,
anybody?
yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Pac, Nas, MF Doom on my shirt.
Okay.
Pac, Nas, MF Doom, Merce. Who else I like? Coming up, Snoop.
Snoop.
Scarface.
Okay.
Dang, who else coming up? Man, that's
Yeah,
solid
and
one.
that's pretty much what got you like, all right, let me kind of like motivated, inspired.
yeah. That's who I was listening to. Was them.
Those are like the OGs, man. If you look back at the hip hop history and how
Cameron, that was one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you watch this documentary, the Ye
I
documentary?
started watching it, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, I went to the theater to watch the first one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because they showed the first one. They had like a special screening in the theaters.
Okay.
I went and watched it. Yeah,
I wish there would have been so many artists like him, like that dude, that followed him around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, if somebody would have followed around Pac or
Yes.
Biggie more like that, and we had more of that footage,
Yeah,
that was
Kanye
dope.
was on some different.
That was
like,
dope.
because he
The
was
storytelling is huge,
It's
especially
huge.
for the kids, like too, and then
Yeah.
they can relate more. Like I know a lot about Ye, but when I seen this documentary, there were more things that now I could relate more, and I appreciated his music just by seeing the story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard sometimes to see people. I forget to storytell sometimes. You know what I mean? I think it's important.
yeah, no doubt. And that documentary is powerful, man. It's
Yes.
really good. And it's just it's dope to see him be like
Persistent.
persistent, hella persistent.
Yes.
But like genuine and like not I don't know the exact word, but the word that comes to mind is like not like perverted or transformed by the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I want to keep. That's why I want to see where things change with him.
Yeah.
Like where in his career did it change a little more? You know what I mean? Because the way I'm seeing him now is not the way I see him.
Yeah,
Back then in that.
but-
yeah, it's not
early
even, you don't
days.
feel like it's the same artist. You feel like it's a different person.
It's a different
Yeah.
person.
But think about it, right? So what I got out of this whole documentary is like, you got to believe in yourself, period. You're the only person that's going to make it happen. So you have to believe in yourself 100%. But you got to think about it, man. Being famous is not easy, man. When you're in that magnitude of Kanye West, you're talking about you constantly have to do interviews, you're recording albums, you're spending hours and hours. I mean, you know about it, right? You putting an album together is not easy. And then you got paparazzis.
Someone's interviewing you for an angle. There's an
And
angle
then-
on
Like the-
everything.
Like the scene, I'm not finished with the second one yet. I'm about halfway through, but the scene where I think he's like at Denny's or something like that, eating.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't do that today. You can't. He wouldn't be able to sit down and
That's
eat like
true.
that at a Denny's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what changes people.
Exactly.
You know
It's
what I'm
just-
saying?
That's true.
And then
Yeah.
and then like I seen a video, like it was 5 a.m. and he was pissed because there was probably 100 paparazzis in front of his house, and he's like, man, it's 5 a.m. Like, give me a break. He was pissed, and it's like, now he got together with Kim, which she's super famous too, and then now they're going through a divorce, and it can be a lot of things.
Just going to like the storytelling, like those are probably the hardest pivotal points to show. Sometimes it might even be hard to show those things. But like if I'm that kid looking for wisdom, and when I tell story or I story tell with people that are older than me, I'm always looking for those nuggets, So I would like to see that and how it happened, and I feel like you gain more understanding from it. And then if some situation like that comes to you in life, you're more ready for it.
Yeah.
So
No doubt.
It's
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I think it's one of those where, it's wild, bro.
yeah, but it's good.
But
It's
we
a good
always
documentary.
tend to, because I feel like every artist has their peak moment, and we're gonna always look back and be like, I miss the old Snoop, I miss the old Eminem, I miss the old. It's always, but it's like they evolve. They have different projects. They want to evolve their own music. They want to try new sounds. So
And
I
people
think
ain't the same. Like people, that's when
They mature, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I say like, man, I'm not even the same person I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let alone
Yeah.
10 years ago. You know what I mean? So yeah, like people change, man, and
yeah, definitely. I'm interested in, like, that was one masterpiece of a documentary, and props to Kanye. I think he's a genius. At the end of the day, people can call him crazy, but
I don't think he's a genius, but
Yeah, I
Why
don't know
not?
about that.
Why not?
It's just something.
I think-
I'm the same way with you.
why not?
like so a couple reasons. So he for one, he might be his ear might be genius level, like production, like music wise. If somebody says he's a music genius, I won't argue it.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
that's okay.
Okay.
Let
But-
me be more specific. Yeah, I would say
But
music.
if we're saying like a genius, Nah, son.
Well, I would say, look, I would say music genius and marketing genius, because he'll find a beef to create traction. He'll just find it. Like, I don't got beef with,
he definitely knows how to. So those two, yeah. But like, whenever, so the thing that I've learned about geniuses, like true legit geniuses, is that like, the first thing is, if some people who are geniuses never have to explain it to anybody, you know what I'm saying? It's that you can tell, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to say, oh, I'm a genius, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? It's understood, you know what I mean? So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is like, what's above genius? What would you say was above genius?
Mastermind. I don't know.
You got me there. I mean,
right. Well, nothing, right?
Yeah.
It's the top.
Nothing. That's it. So somebody who's a genius wouldn't be trying to get, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be trying to go, you know what I'm saying? Like
above that.
Like there's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
what's
you're always
understood
clawing
doesn't
at
have to be
more.
said.
You're always clawing to get more or trying to get to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a genius, then you're already there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like what's above it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I don't think there's anything. I mean,
right. So like why are we doing all these other things to get to that, to, you know what I'm saying, to another level whenever, if you're a genius, you're there, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know.
And it's all perception too. I was
yeah.
seeing this. There's this guy, Richard Hart, that created this cryptocurrency called Hex. And Richard Hart, apparently, if you see him in YouTube videos, he's weird. Like, he's one of those people where like, he doesn't have to say he's a genius, but he is. He created this crazy company at 25, made $60 million a year, retired, traveled the world for a little while. Anyway, he's talking about how he went to this special school, and he's like, there's a bunch of other geniuses, but most geniuses end up going to these special schools and they just end up like solving these crazy math problems all day or doing something like non-productive, you know, where some, you can also be a genius, but it's also the grit, the vision, being visionary and creative, and also seeing it, you know, seeing it all through, because there's wasted talent all the time. You know what I mean? So I know we talk about genius and it being a level. You could be a genius and you can still not accomplish anything.
And there's a difference between talent and, you know what I'm saying, being a genius and being a talented person. He's hella talented. There's no doubt about it. But you know, to me, well, let me say this, and I who am I to even say either one way or the other, right? Yeah. But to me, as a rapper, if I'm listening to if somebody is on genius level, then their raps is like, you know what I'm saying, like mind blowing. You know what I mean? Your mind is thinking different. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Kanye's not that kind of rapper to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Where it's like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
He's slow, thoughtful production.
To me, as a rapper, he's just the average rapper. Like, he's nothing special about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hear him and go, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Right.
But his music and production and the arrangements, everything else is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I listen to rap all the time to, you know what I'm saying, thousands of I listen to thousands of lyrics every day by probably 1,000 different people every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, if we're talking about geniuses, you know what I'm saying, putting words together, you gotta be on something. You gotta be wild. You know
who you gotta be?
Oh, I don't rap wise.
Yeah, who do you gotta be?
Man, to me, okay. To me, you gotta be Black Thought. You gotta be Royce the 5'9". You gotta be Benny the Butcher. You gotta be Drake.
Drake.
You gotta be
Okay. Yeah. So your list. Who's 3 top rappers that when they get on the mic they spitting?
I just said them. The top 3, I would say Black Thought, Royce the 5'9", and man, I don't know. That's a hard one. Fontave's up there. There's a bunch of. I'm telling you, there are some people who can put words together. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm gonna throw mine out there. What I think and what I grew up on is number 1 to me is Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne. You know, I think his
he has his moments. Lil Wayne,
yeah,
Lil
he can
Wayne,
spit.
Cole,
Yeah, he cold with it. 2, I have Cole. Cole, I mean, can't go.
he have his moments too.
Yeah, the way he narrates songs and like the 1985. I'm a huge fan of that. Just the way he just talked to these young generation, and most of it was true. I think the way he put that together was a masterpiece. And then third, that's a tricky one there, man. Third, I'll probably throw in there, Drake, just because Drake.
So you put J. Cole before Drake?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's yeah.
Okay.
I would say, yeah.
I mean, Drake's
not too
probably-
far.
Like rap wise, like Drake be singing. I don't listen to it when he be
Yeah,
singing.
yeah, but like, I'm talking about rap wise.
Like like lyrics. You say
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. Drake got some bars.
He got some bars, but hey, much respect to Cole.
So yeah,
it is very close.
So like,
What about you, Casey?
You know, it's tough. I mean, everyone's got their
his personal-
moment.
yeah.
And it's also like art. Like, the M spit the best when M was going through it. When M was heavy on drugs and M was feeling the type of way he was feeling, he just spit. And
Yeah.
it was like people felt that. Like,
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I feel like people go through those phases too where they get their best art. So it's hard to really.
But this is on a personal level,
I grew
right?
up listening to the Game. The
Game is up there, too.
underrated.
Okay.
I grew
game
up
is
listening to
game is hella underrated.
Okay.
hella underrated,
Yeah.
bro. That's all I bumped was the Game.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Game?
So Game. I mean, you gotta go old school like Biggie and Pac. Those
Now I'm gonna tell you.
Biggie
was hard, too.
Biggie
So
ballin'.
so the thing about like Biggie and Pac should never be compared to each other as rappers.
Agreed. No,
as
yeah.
rappers.
They're too different.
But you can't. You always say, "What about Biggie?" Like
Right.
we like them both for two different reasons.
I agree with
But
that.
Biggie, man, like rap wise, like he if he was still out today, he'd probably be the best rapper ever.
Yeah.
all time, better
Biggie.
than everybody. Yeah.
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 He was
he could-
different. He was
And it was all
different.
He could do
It was just off the
everything.
top.
He could do everything.
What is that
before.
album like? Forgot the name of it, but the album is a masterpiece.
Life After Death.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
The double disc. Yeah.
Double disc.
Yeah, man. Like that's like
Masterpiece.
Biggie was like Biggie with raps was like Kanye with production. You know what I'm saying? Like to me,
Facts.
Kanye's the best producer ever. You know what I'm
Diddy
saying?
gave him the production.
Yeah.
And that made it, because Diddy gave Biggie had the flow, and it was a lot harder beats, and then Diddy kind of came in with the smooth, like the
And
production.
Biggie had the
side.
words too,
He
man.
had the
Like
words,
he had the
bro.
words, man. He put them words together. And he could do everything better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he did Bone better than Bone. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie was a rap god.
He was different. He was different.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I think the list, all of our lists are based on what we grew up on and what made an impact for us, right? Because they're all totally different. I think none of our top 3 were the same,
yeah.
So it's crazy because I base it off of what I grew up on.
What about right now? Who you like?
Right now, I mean, nobody talks about him, but I like Russ.
Russ up there.
Russ hard.
Russ up there.
Russ hard. He can do it all. I think he's one of my top. Love to meet him one day and interview him.
Did you go to the concert when he came here?
I didn't, bro.
Okay,
I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I didn't. So right now I like him. I mean, it's the same. I mean, I think Lil Baby, after that Drake feature, he went crazy. I mean, man, I can't think of anybody right now. What, you think about anybody?
I'm big on Cole.
I mean,
Huge
Cole,
on
yeah, but that Cole, I
Right
think is
now,
just.
yeah, I guess you can go in and out.
As of right now, like,
Yeah.
I mean, because I know right now, rappers that are popping, I mean, you got the Baby.
I always like a game I play. I always like a game
But
I
like,
play.
I'm not saying like who's popping. I'm saying like who
Me,
you
who
like.
I
Who's in
like?
your-
Yeah.
right now.
Russ right now is definitely there.
Okay.
Damn, to be honest, because I listen to a little bit of everything. I
Yeah.
do hip hop, Latin. But right now, my playlist is,
I always rely on my friends for the new stuff. I'm so bad with the new stuff. Every time I'm on my phone, they're like, "Why you always play that?" I'm your friend. I'm the friend that's playing the old shit over and over again, like, bro. And then I got my boy, probably like JB, put you on and say, "You need to bump this." And then I find that new joint and I play that over and over again.
Yeah,
I
be
can't
playing
think
the
of.
same
Yeah,
stuff.
my playlist is pretty much, obviously Drake because Drake is Drake, but then you got a little bit of Cole and a little bit of Russ and certain of the little baby Meek. I like Meek.
What about you, bro? What you
Meek
bumping?
Mill.
Meek Mill, yeah.
Okay.
What you bumping right now? What's
What's
hot?
the new generation for you? Like, what do you think?
Shay Noir.
Okay.
She's probably my favorite right now. Shay. Dang, man. I like the baby.
Yeah, me too.
Who else?
Baby, yeah.
Oh man, Mozzie.
Mozzie?
Mozzie. That's probably on repeat every day for me.
I have to tap in.
I need
Don't
to
know.
tap in.
Yeah, I need to tap in for sure. Like,
Mozzie.
I need to
Oh,
tap in.
no, I need to
dang.
tap in
Put
too.
me on.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you, Mozzie is probably like the most underrated
Dope.
rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Mozzie.
Tight.
Okay, so let's switch it up here. Let's talk about some artists locally because there's talent here, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you have an eye on it. Who do you think? Who do you see out here in the local eye making some buzz?
Trip G.
Trip G, okay,
That's my little.
because we know Gang Tai Ju, and he's out there going crazy too.
Gang Ty, yeah.
You know.
KO.
KO, shout out to KO. She going crazy. Like,
Yeah,
she's super.
she's on my new project, and it's on my last album too.
Yeah. Hell
How
yeah.
is it out right now? Like for someone hungry in OKC, like I have a buddy Garrett Starks at Castle Row.
Yeah, I know
He's a
Garrett.
good friend. But like, what's the funnel look like for a young, like trying
I
to be a
couldn't
rapper?
tell you, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you right now.
Right now, I think
Like if you're listening right now, you want to go in, like it's just putting it out there. I mean, now you have the
putting
internet.
content, bro. Really, because KO, I can tell you, she's going crazy. She's doing shows. She's reaching out, doing these events. You know, I think Neighborhood Barbie is going crazy too.
That's the homegirl too.
Yeah, they're going hard. They're just consistent with it. They're investing in music videos. Like I said,
That's
events.
the thing, you know. A lot of time, that's probably what sets people apart. Is like they not sitting around waiting for somebody to do something for them,
Or put something out there and wait for it to blow up.
Yeah,
and
waiting
like,
for somebody to put them on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just work, yo. Like you gotta, be willing to do it. You know, ain't no like. There's no formula. There's no no rule book to this. You know what I'm saying? Like you just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like people people would always ask me, for instance, like media, right? Getting on, TV or in newspaper or the Gazettes and stuff. How do you do it? It's like, bro, you work. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm rapping. That's how I did it. I'm rapping.
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? Like I was reading this story about what's the artist's name? Pablo Picasso. Have you heard this story about? He was somewhere, and a woman recognized him, and she was like, you Pablo Picasso, right? And he's like, yeah, or whatever.
is he an artist?
Pablo Picasso?
I don't know.
Bro, you talking about the original Picasso. We're not talking about the original Picasso. But you know who Pablo Picasso is, painter.
Picasso,
That's the painter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I just know him by Picasso, but
Yeah.
when you say Pablo, I'm assuming it's somebody else. I don't know.
Not
My
Escobar.
bad.
Okay, Picasso.
I'm a little ignorant
Okay,
on
now,
that side. My
now I'm
bad.
thinking maybe his name ain't Pablo. First name ain't Pablo, but I think it is.
I've always go by Picasso. That's why it kind of threw me off.
Let's just take with Picasso. So she's like, you Picasso? And he's like, yeah, So she hands him a sheet of paper and asks him to draw something, right? So he draws, I think it was like a bird or something, drew it and handed it back to her. And he's like, oh yeah, that's going to be, $1 million. And she's like, you did that in 5 minutes. Why are you charging me $1 million for something you did in 5 minutes? He said, no, it took me 40 years to do this in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people don't realize is we're always trying to get this
Quick.
instant overnight
Instant
success.
gratification.
You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
Whenever it's a long haul.
We
you know
preach
what I
that a
mean?
lot. Trust
So-
me. We preach that a lot. And I was going to ask you, JB, because I have a friend that I think is talented and makes good music. He makes music more acoustic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has he been hitting me up and he'll ask for my opinion. And I'm like, listen, your music is good. It's not my taste. It's not all, your brother, your friends. But I think there's a crowd for that kind of music. And he was like, yeah, you're right, bro. But I need to stop, thinking about what people think or what my friends think and just go. So what advice would you give him?
he
He has a little bit of self-doubt.
He hasn't put anything out. Man, you know how many rappers I know that are amazing, but never put nothing out. They record songs, they send them to people, but never put nothing out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, sometimes people are just too good for their own good. You know what I mean? To the point to where they get in their own way. You know,
so they're kind of blocking themselves for okay.
And I know it's hard because, you know, especially whenever you know, there are a lot of artists out there just do it to do it. You know, they do it for whatever reason. Bullshit. Can you cuss on here?
Yeah. What you got to do?
Just do it for bullshit reasons, right? They want to be a rapper,
clout,
whatever
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not the
but
passion.
there are true artists who, you know, this is just their passion in their heart, right?
Yeah.
And it gets hard because it's just like okay, it's just like painting a picture, you know what I'm saying? And then hanging that picture in an art gallery, and then all day people coming up judging your art. Oh, that's trash. Oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like, and so for somebody who's a true artist, it's kind of just like it's almost like you taking out your heart, putting it on the wall, and letting people judge it how they want. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. You know what I mean? And I've had people tell you you know what I'm saying? I've seen comments and blogs. Homies, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know, tell me I ain't shit. My music ain't shit. My music was trash. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the same time, you know, I know that, you know, I'm created for this. This passion isn't this. It's not. It's a burden on my heart. Music, getting words
I have
out.
to let it out.
I
It's
have
healthy.
to
Expression.
I have to.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be people who won't like it.
Yeah.
But there's also going to be people who you do it for. You know what I'm saying? And you might never meet that person. You know what I'm saying? But you have to at some point do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do it for yourself and you're doing it for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the wrong reason.
I told him that exact same. I was like, you have to do it. Like, do what you are passionate about and what fills you. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you can tell me, I'll give you the honest feedback. And I have an ear for music. I tell you, this is good. This is good. Not my type of music, but when I listen to it, I'm like, I can see people jamming to this shit. So I told him, like, just go full throttle and forget about the people that are around you, because the ones that are going to support you the most are the ones that you don't know, the strangers that are like, damn, like, you know, and music can go a long way and can change people's lives. You know, I've seen that. It makes a big impact.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's one of those that I think is very talented, passionate about it, you know, so.
I got homies who get in their own way and they're so good, but you know, there's no, and that's what I always try to share with artists, musicians and stuff. Is like, we get to, especially with art, we make the rules. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no right and wrong way. There's no, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was recording a song and I had musicians in there and I was like, you play this, you play that, you play that. It was like, well, you can't play that on top of that because this doesn't go. I'm like, no. You can. You just do it.
Yeah.
We decide that.
Yeah.
We get to decide it. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
There's no rule
know what I
book
mean?
saying like, hey, you can't do that. Like,
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, no, we get to do, we are the creators. We get to define it. We get to decide what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, once you get out of that and you realize, like, man, like, and just get out of your own way, then it becomes a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Just drop that one. Tell him drop that, whatever that one he said to you, just drop that one. You know?
I believe in him. It's just
if he really wants it.
It's all him.
If he really
it's
wants
all
it.
him. I think that's what it is. And it goes back to like having that Kanye mentality. Believe in yourself fully and just go. Be determined.
I think it's also to a point, like JB said, like, you got to finish it and put the work out there. Like, and you may think about putting the work out there as you just put the track on the internet, but nobody saw All Falls Down. He rapped All Falls Down in the studio. He rapped it to Jay-Z. Nobody wanted to push the record until he put the video together, and he spent $33,000 on that video, All Falls Down, and then he presented it to everybody all through the wire.
Through the wire, yeah, that one.
And you know, he puts the video, and now they want to push it out, but it was up to him to put the work out there.
He made it, because if not, if it wasn't for that determination in that moment, he probably would have still had a, like, who knows when they would drop the album and be like, okay, we're gonna invest in your album. You know what I'm saying?
He might have had to wait. It might have got
a lot longer.
Sat.
Yeah, and then the outcome would have been way different. You know, it's crazy.
And he put it out there.
Yeah, so that's huge.
Yeah, it's important, man. It's so important just to take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just jump out the window. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up with the community, man? Like, what do you got going on, bro? I even seen you today on Snap on your story, and you had like some kid, maybe it was a niece, nephew coming off of school, and like I feel like just getting your vibe, you do a lot for like a lot of youth, and you try and put
Make an impact.
You try and put an impact out there.
Yeah, that's
cool.
That was the Boys and Girls Club. One of the kids I work with, I do a music program over there.
Okay.
At the Boys and Girls Club, but yeah, today I did that today. Went to the city council meeting and spoke to the city council about this 21 CP recommendation for the Oklahoma City Police Department.
What's that about?
So after George Floyd and after all of that stuff, you know, and not just after that, but after that, it kind of put a light on the police departments around the country.
Yeah.
And so Oklahoma City is second, I believe second in the nation for deaths. You know,
By police?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They killed a 15-year-old Stavion Rodriguez. They killed Benny Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Like they shot Benny Edwards in the back.
Like something's we're at the high end of what's going on.
Yeah. And so
I didn't even know that.
Oh, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
good.
Yeah.
So all these things happen. You know, we're marching, protesting, rallies, all this stuff. So the city council brings in this group called 21 CP, and what they do is they meet with the police department, they meet with community, they meet with, and then they take all the information and they make a recommendation on how to fix all these problems. And so today, the 21 CP was presenting the information and their recommendations to the city council, and so we went to just kind of, you know, be a voice for the community and say, you know, this is why you should receive the recommendation and start implementing these programs, so we don't have any more Stavion Rodriguez, so we don't have any more Benny Edwards situations.
So what do you think it is? So if JB is the head chief of the police department and you want to reduce that, what do you think, in your opinion, is the solution for that kind of stuff?
For which one?
To lower down the numbers and like not even commit those kind of like.
So
what do you think is the solution
for
the kills and the deaths? I think it's unnecessary.
I think there needs to be you know, in not all but most police departments, they are so let's say, first of all, anytime police show up, they escalate the situation every time. Never not
De-escalate. They don't do the opposite.
Just their presence is an escalation, right?
Yeah.
So they're horrible at de-escalation, and then they're horrible at identifying and trying to take care of people who are in mental crisis. You know, oh my God, I'm thinking the kid. I'm meeting with a mom tomorrow whose kid was Isaiah Lewis, who was killed in Edmond, you know what I'm saying, naked by the police, you know what I'm saying, shot and killed. So what I'm saying is like, no, I don't have all the answers to that question, but I do know that, you know, OKCPD specifically don't implement body cams like they should. They don't have any de-escalation
they don't have
tactics like they should have.
Have you ever thought about this? Like, sorry to interrupt, but like I thought about one time, like, I don't know if this is the case, but like if cops lived in the community they served.
So that was my next. That was my next point. So for instance, I grew up on the east side, live on the east side today. That is the part of town where the police will encounter the most black people, right?
Yeah.
So, so I was in, for instance, like to what you said.
Yeah.
People have. So do you know anything about the east side of Oklahoma City?
a little.
Tell me what you know?
I mean, that's a black community for the most part. And that's
got
How would you
like-
describe it? How would you describe it?
the east side. I mean, I don't go there too much, so I can't, you know.
Yeah. How would you describe
Honestly, I would say like South Side. When I moved to OKC, I found a barbershop on the South Side because I was the Hispanic side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew the East Side was African American side.
Yeah.
And then the OKC
So-
was just a mix of a city. Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
not-
so
Yeah,
so
it's like-
so my point is you have people who have grown up with the perception of a community. So you got people from Yukon, Mustang, Nichols Hills, all these places, Edmond, that have a perception about the East Side, whether that's the black community, whether that's the hood, whether it's whether it's, you know what I'm saying, that's where all the crime happens, which is not, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, that-
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's all these different perceptions they have on the East about the East Side, right?
Yeah.
You take that same person who's not from that community, who grew up in a community that had a perception about this community, and you let them police that
it?
community.
Yeah, that's a point. That's
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
point.
So that's the first thing, because if you think about it like this, like Benny Edwards, everybody knew him.
in the community.
In the community, everybody knew him.
Yeah.
Not only did they know him, they knew he was harmless. You know what I'm saying? So if for instance, I can think of at least 3 people I could have called and said, "Hey, yo, Benny's out here." You know what I'm saying? They would've
Boom, he's going through it, but I know Benny.
Yeah,
Benny, I see Bernie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have police roll up, all they see is a black man, you know what I'm saying, causing trouble, and they got to keep him in line. You know what I'm saying? So, but because they aren't a part of the community, had they been a part of the community, they would have knew, oh, that's just Benny. Benny, you tripping? Come, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
that's huge, man.
so like I think that, especially in Oklahoma City, those are the things that we're dealing with and we're seeing. There is a military mentality about our police department. They don't hold themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? For instance,
So do you think it's designed like on purpose that way? Because I can give you a perfect example. There was a video. There's 2 teenagers at the mall fighting, and they're arguing
here in Oklahoma City.
And I don't think it was in Oklahoma City. I just saw the video, and it was very interesting because there's 2 teenagers arguing. They get into a fight. One is a black gentleman, one is a white. And as soon as the police arrive, guess what they do? They put the black gentleman on the floor, arrest him, and then the white kid, sit down. We're not gonna even touch you. And it's like, why? Well, they're kids. At the end of the day, they're kids. But yet, the one that's in handcuff is the black kid. So it's like, why? Like, I think, and I've talked about this before, I think it's just more of a, like, the police department needs to go through a psychological, more military-based training where it's
Not
like...
military. Not military, because the military is trained to roll in and take everything out. What they need to do is they do need to have
But I think...
Go ahead.
No.
Are you saying
like
analysis?
more of
training?
of being calm in situations, like when you go to war, they they train you how to be more calm in situations of like de-escalation and like, you know, I think, I don't know, that's what kind of like I asked myself, like, is the system designed that way to you know, put down the people of color, the black, you know, like, or I don't know, like
the system.
yeah.
The system is not only designed that way, but it's doing what it was designed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can see a black kid get arrested and not the white kid, because the system is doing what it was designed to do. Since day one, when black people came to this country, their bodies have been subject to abuse. Since day one, we have been people who have been abused, killed, everything, you know what I'm saying, by white people. So the system is doing what it was designed to do from day one. There's no, and the idea, like for instance, that situation you described from that video, the idea of policing, the mentality of policing, the training of police is, for instance, I remember I was downtown and I almost got into a fight with somebody, and I you know, I've lost some weight since then. I used to be heavier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I almost got into a fight. Police showed up and grabbed me. And
instantly,
I was
without
the,
even.
I was the least aggressive in the situation. You know what I'm saying? The least aggressive. And I'm like, why are you grabbing me? You know what I'm saying? He the one throwing stuff, and well, you was the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the biggest, you know what I'm saying? So the mentality for a situation where there's a white kid and a black kid, well, he was you can't say it, but anytime, you know, black people are in situations where they're dealing with white people, the black person is always going to be looked at the most aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it's designed. Just like for instance, I could be sitting here and there'd be a white dude sitting next to me. We could say the same thing. But if I say it, I'm an angry black man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or you know, we could be in a room. I could be sitting next to my girl, and we could be having a conversation. And I could say, "You're not listening to me." You know what I'm saying? If that girl is white, I'm threatening her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As opposed to if it's a white dude saying to her, they're just having a disagreement.
Glass half full side. Glass half full. Like, you think in the last 20 years things have gotten better? Like, and do you think it's gonna get better? Do you think we're on a trending up? Do you think we've plateaued? Do you think? Because I mean, I look back and, you know, Rodney King days, and like I feel like it happened more often, and now there's more awareness through tech and through awareness because we're able to put it out there. Like, are we trending to a better situation? Are we plateaued in your opinion? Like, where do you think we're at?
I think there are signs that there is a shift in power. There are signs, and when I say there are signs, it's because these old people who are trying to hold on to their seats in office and things like that, they are digging their heels in and going out of their way to try and make things harder for people of color. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is because they can see the shift in power happening. But that doesn't mean that the shift in power is will be in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, for instance, Julius Jones, right? Do y'all know anything about that?
I see the wristbands, but I'm not too full.
Tokyo P actually was pretty, and I follow that guy all the time. He's a banker out in Tulsa, and he was posting a lot about it, which kept me educated about it. And but yeah, it was the death penalty, and it was wrongful, and I mean, how so you can explain it better, I'm sure.
So innocent man on death row. He was scheduled for execution November 18th. The day of the execution, the governor said that he would do life without parole instead of letting them execute him or lynch him. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, I believe that, you know, he had every intention of letting them die that day, regardless. So that doesn't happen. He's still alive, and so tomorrow there's a bill being passed. It's not being passed. They're introducing a bill that will keep Julius Jones and people like him from ever receiving commutation, forever receiving clemency, being presented to the pardon and parole board. There's even language in this bill that says that if you receive the death penalty, and I believe life without parole as well, you can't apply for clemency or present before the pardon and parole board for either of those, even if you're trying to argue your innocence. Wow. So it's like let's say I went to prison in 99, right? And I'm on death row for a murder I didn't do. And then somebody either new
evidence comes to life.
New evidence comes to life, DNA, confession, a recantment, whatever.
You can't bring up
this
that
bill.
case.
This bill says, even though you're innocent, no, you stay in prison. You can't. Yes, they're doing that tomorrow.
Crazy.
They're doing it tomorrow.
And this is a Oklahoma State thing?
Oklahoma State.
Wow.
And you almost think like it's a great follow up for what's been going on all over the news.
I'm
Like,
gonna tell you
like
what it's called. Hold on. I'm gonna
is
tell you
it
what
a
it's
jab?
called.
Is
But
it a jab at like
man,
what?
but then again, it's like, are they doing that on purpose to
absolutely.
you know?
You're running a
It's
bill to
called-
get it
it's
passed.
House Bill 3903 is what it's called.
House bill
Tomorrow at 10:30.
So how can people vote again? How do people get?
So and that's the thing, like something like that, that type of bill, I'm gonna tell you how it works. I don't want to get it wrong.
Wow,
it's crazy.
No,
man.
that is, man. And these are very sensitive topics, but I think they should be touched on. Because
that specific bill will never be a bill that gets voted on by the people. It goes to Judiciary Committee, House vote, Senate Committee, Senate vote, and it's a law.
Wow.
So we never even get a chance to have an opinion on it.
Wow.
Now,
See, those are the things that need to be talked about, man, that nobody knows, because that's an important subject right now, and that's not anywhere on the news. I haven't heard that.
me
I mean, I
neither.
wouldn't even know how that operates. Kind of like how we talked earlier about kids with no financial literacy and taking 401k without controlling it themselves, you know?
Yeah, man.
Man, that's crazy.
so I'll be at the Capitol tomorrow at 10:30. You know what I'm saying?
It's people like you, that bring that awareness. And
So, I mean, to answer your question, I think things like that let me know that they are trying their damnedest, you know what I'm saying, to hold on to what little piece they got.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't know if it'll be in my lifetime, because we're dealing with several generations of racism and systematic and white
still
supremacy.
alive. Those generations
Yeah.
are still alive, and honestly, they're probably the wealthiest generation.
You got to
still
think
out
about it like this, right? Martin Luther King died in 68? What's her lady's name? The lady's name who, Betty White, she just passed away, right?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even have been her age. You know what I'm saying? If he was alive right now.
Malcolm X too.
Malcolm X too.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And also they don't just disappear. You know what I mean? Like if my great grandmother is here, my grandmother is here, my mom is here, they still here. Not only are they still here, they are passing those traditions and those ways down to their children, their children's children.
Man, that's big.
It's taught. They always say it's taught.
Yeah.
And that's why I get so aggravated, whenever people don't want to talk about systemic racism or talk about white supremacy, because it makes them uncomfortable, because they feel like, well, I'm not this or I'm not that. It's like, you may not be, but you benefit from generations of it. You know what I'm saying?
You hurt from it or whatever.
Yeah, this Julius Jones calling me right now.
Wow.
But
Are you gonna take that?
Take
it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, this is.
Wow, that's wild.
Individual at Lexington Assessment and Reception Center. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call,
Man, you a real one,
hang up and
JB.
follow
Yeah,
the
for real,
instructions
man.
to register this number as a private number. This call is not private. This call will be recorded and may be monitored. If this call is to an attorney, the attorney should hang up and dial 405.
This is real. Julius Jones coming on the line.
Yeah.
He's going through it, man.
As a private attorney number. The calling party should hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private attorney number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
son,
Hey, what's going on?
man, sitting here talking about you on this podcast interview.
Oh, okay. My bad. You doing right now?
Yeah.
No, we're giving you support, man.
Yes.
Man. Support.
We're with you, brother.
JB out here fighting that bill and making awareness so everyone can know about what's going on and what legislation is trying to get passed, because I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, man. It's crazy to think that they want to pass a bill that doesn't allow the pardon and parole board to actually get innocence claim that somebody is. You know, the real question people in our society, I just have society, but in Oklahoma should be asking themselves is, how often do they actually get it wrong that they think they need to write a bill like this in the first place?
Right.
This is insane. We're supposed to be trying to preserve life, not keep it, you know what I'm saying, kidnapped and tortured. This is disturbing. It's disturbing to say the least.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, I'm really people that talk about it words, man, and seeing how despicable, man, these people in power are. They don't want nobody to have an opportunity, man, to truly be able to rectify a wrong situation. They don't want any balance and checks in place. How is that okay?
Yeah.
That is morally corruptible, literally. We are all supposed to have balance and checks.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm glad y'all discussing this and making people more aware, man, because this is what people need to be at our, you know what I'm saying, judiciary meetings, at our town hall meetings, you know what I'm saying, at the legislature where they're lobbying. This is why people should be getting paid more money and working less hours so that we are able to pay attention to the policymakers, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on in our society. Because they got us fighting against each other when reality is they making our lives hard, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but some of them are making our lives hard. When in reality, man, we should be enjoying each other, man, so we don't fear each other across town, so we don't fear our neighbor across the street.
Yeah.
We should have time to sit down and break bread with them, literally.
That's huge, man. Unity, I think, is very important, and I think that's what they're trying to do is just make us be more divisive and stuff, and it just creates this whole conflict of, you know, racism and just, yeah, it's crazy, man. And I can only imagine what you're going through, man, and just the whole thing, like, it's just wild, man. And we're trying our best here to provide a platform, you know, and shout out to JB once again, because what he's doing is huge. You know, he's providing a voice for the community, and I think that's huge.
Indeed, and this is the other reason, man, why people have to be more aware, man, and get up and vote. You know what I'm saying? You can't see your vote don't count, man. You didn't register to vote and can vote. I don't want to hear them excuses no more, man. You got to get up and vote. Yes. That is our voice to demand and command, you know what I'm saying, better treatment, command better policy, you know what I'm saying, to govern our communities. You know what I'm saying, to demand that our kids are literally provided for, man, and they can go to a safe place, go to school where they can learn something, they can be somebody in our community, instead of constantly cutting and eating away any avenue or access to opportunity to better their lives.
That's huge.
Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. And you know,
get up and get registered to vote.
Yeah, you know, and that's what you exactly. You know, your vote counts because they're trying so hard to make it hard for us to register to vote now. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know your vote counts.
Right. Right. And I need people to pay attention to that. But yeah, man, hey, I'm gonna let y'all get back to it, man. I was just checking in with you, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? To let you know, hey, I'm all right, man. Unfortunately, I'm still here in isolation, but I'm all right. You know, another day, man. I'm trying to get through it and help find that way we can make change, man, and get you going up out of here.
Yeah, we will, bro.
But man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man, and I'll check back in with you, you know what I'm saying, as soon as I get another chance, all right?
Okay, I got you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Right.
Stay strong, brother.
All right, you too.
Man, that was real.
Whoa, yeah.
That was real.
Man, that is crazy, man, just to think. You know, I can only imagine, like I said, what he's going through in his mind and, you know, knowing, like, if you're innocent and, like.
And you got a whole bill going against you that you can't even say if you are, or new evidence comes up.
How old is he?
40, 41.
Yeah, a whole life to live. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. You know?
He been in prison. He got locked up when he was 19. So he been in prison that long.
Damn. Jesus.
22 years.
Man.
Well, this is big, and that's going to be out there, and hopefully there's more outlets like this. And I like
that's why he just called. That's why we was talking about him. His ears must have been burning.
Man, everything happens for a reason.
Man, it's crazy, and like whatever we can do, and like we're gonna keep doing and providing a voice, because man, that's huge. And what you're doing again, bro, man, salute to you. You're definitely making an impact. And what would you say is like what gets you out of bed every day, bro? Is it to try to make a change?
Man, yeah, you know, everything, all that. Knowing there's work to be done, really. I get up excited about, all the things I get to do, and, just knowing that, we all got a job to do. We all got,
There's
what I'm
a
saying?
purpose for all of us.
And so we just got to get up and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I got kids, I don't want my kids to deal with the same things I'm dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps me going.
So, man, before we wrap this up, I want to ask you a couple of more questions. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? On all aspects.
Okay. Man, hopefully still touring, doing music,
Business side, where do you see yourself?
5 years, probably on the second restaurant concept,
Same, east side?
Probably on the east side.
Like you're going to expand the
No, not pizza. It'd be some.
That's going to stay there. That's just
I'm
gonna
gonna do a different concept.
Okay.
A different something else. But yeah, 5 years, like opening up in 5. Give the pizza house a couple years to breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be
Man,
like that. So
it's crazy that we
Julius Jones be free.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think this podcast, provides us a platform, and it's good because we were talking about it the other day of like creating this, like, for example, this warehouse, this institution of like creative, where we teach the kids how to be creative. If you want to be a producer, we get this top producer from OKC to teach you how to make beats. If they want to start podcasting, we can teach them a way, and give them class and seminars and stuff like that, so we can empower the youth to do more creative stuff. Because I think that's one, we have sports, that's a good, outlet, but what about the creative stuff?
No
I think this is becoming more of a thing, because 10 years, 20 years ago, you can say like, hey, I'm going to be a creator. I'm going to be, doing podcasts or, so now it's like YouTube is a big thing. So if we can help them, empower them to do that, I think that would be dope. And I think, in the future, if we are in a position to do that, I think that would be dope. And counting on people like you, there's a couple of buddies
kids at the Boys and Girls Club that would love to do a podcast. So.
Yeah. So
Dope.
that's dope, man. Mm-hmm. And the other question I would ask you, if you had to go back 5 years, what would you tell yourself?
5 years. I was about to be silly. Let me see.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, whatever comes up to mind.
Yeah. You gotta get some silliness after all that.
Yeah,
That's real.
Yeah.
I felt that, man.
Let me see. 5 years. What year would that be?
5
This
years.
is,
my man.
2017.
2017.
Okay. 5 years ago, I would just said, man, like, I would tell myself to be patient.
Patience.
Yeah, be patient, and get counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
like therapy.
Yeah,
that's very important.
What I tell myself, be patient, get some therapy, and be prepared for this roller coaster.
Yeah. Were you going through it in 2017? That's why you say like get therapy, or was it more of like, I got a lot on my mind, I would like to get this out?
A little of both. A little of both. Yeah. I've had some moments in my life, you know what I mean? But that's why I said, what year would that be? So I can kind of know where my mind was at that time,
Okay.
So.
That's very important. I think that's huge, the whole counseling therapy, because we kind of overlook it. We kind of just hold our thoughts, or, and it's just good to talk about it with somebody that you trust. And like, if you don't have anybody, then just go a therapist, and, and I think it's important. Mental health is very important.
I'm learning that now. So,
Okay. Casey, you got anything else?
Man, this was dope, bro.
I'm
Appreciate
glad,
having you on.
Yes,
man.
thank you very much. But
get to
before
know about you,
when the album come, we gotta come back and talk.
let me know, bro. You're always
let's have follow-up.
bro, for sure.
I need to bring y'all vinyl too.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got one?
that up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just, man, hit us up.
All my music I put on vinyl.
Yeah,
Hard.
dope.
Yeah, just hit us up, because the doors are open for you, man. What you got going on is big.
Yeah.
But
this is awesome what y'all do, man. Please
Appreciate that,
continue
man.
to do it, man.
Yes. It's man, I love it, man. I got every
If I
time.
can ever help.
And anybody you think that, I would love that.
Yes.
Love that, bro.
One more thing, because, man, I just have to do it, man. Give me at least 8 bars. Give me at least 8 bars before we close this out, because you can't be like, I got a rapper, I got these albums, like whatever you feeling, bro.
Westwood, okay.
Hit me with
Darwin. Darwin Westwood.
All right. I know a hater when I see one. I don't ask for favors because I don't need none. Niggas don't progress, they on reruns. Hit my niggas up when I need some drums. Probably overdue with living life fast. All black with a pistol, something like Shaft. I remember as a kid, I couldn't fit the molds. Nowadays, niggas trying to fit me in their goals. Biggest name in the city, still I'm slept on. I make the best songs, pure and never stepped on.
Yeah. Okay. Some light. Okay. Well, man, JB, I appreciate it, man. And we're going to definitely have you back. So, ladies and gentlemen, episode, I don't know what, is done. So, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.